Hey everybody, my name is Camille Desmond and I will be speaking to you about juvenile delinquency. Juvenile delinquencies are minors under the age of 18 years old that has committed some act that violates the law. The age varies in different countries. Delinquency is broken down into two sections: status offenses and delinquent offenses. Status offenses are the lesser crimes such as running away from home, truancy, violating curfew, smoking tobacco, and drinking alcohol. Delinquent offenses are things that are similar to adult crimes, such as robbery, murder, rape, simple and aggravated assault, stalking, and child abuse, along with many other things. This issue is big in our society. Adolescents and children commit a significant amount of delinquent offenses, which result in property and violent and other forms of victimization. Each year, more than 1 million adolescents and children are arrested for their acts. Juvenile delinquency is an indicator of the general health and prosperity of our society. When the issue first came along, it was viewed as delinquent acts that affronts to God and God's law. The result, they were treated in vengeful ways. Treatments were so very harsh. In the 1600s, it was even in law that children who disobeyed their parents were put to death. Imagine if that practice was still used today. Like, these poor children will be killed like all the time, every hour. In 1974, a big movement came about called the Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act. It was introduced. It mandated that decriminalization of status offenders, deinstitutionalized of juvenile corrections, and that adult and juvenile jails were to be separated. It also continued the application of due process to juveniles. It also created the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Program. Many theorists have tried to come up with some sort of disorder or condition as to why juveniles do the things they do and why act the way they act. I personally believe it's all how you raise your child and the surroundings that you introduce them to. Religious beliefs have also been tied into juvenile behavior. A surprisingly high percentage of American adolescents have strong beliefs, and 40% report that they attend religious services at least once a week. Roughly about 90% report an affiliation with a specific denomination. So likewise, about 30% of adolescents report that religion plays a very important role in their lives. You have things that like child neglect. It hinders the growth and development of a child and results in not normal child behavior. Social problems are developed, which lead to issues with the child acting out and developing bad behavior. Social change affects many juveniles. Most are stubborn and resistant to doing something new. Like, look at the current political race. It has many people acting out, doing things that are bad. And the bad part is that they're teaching their children that being disrupted, disrespectful, and violent is acceptable behavior. On Facebook, I seen a video of 3 young girls about 6 or 7 years old bullying another child. One of them was recording it with a cell phone. That's just ridiculous. Children who have experienced traumatic events usually grow up and either commit the same offense or something in that nature, like a child being molested. Some will become molesters themselves as they get older if it's not treated when it happens. A juvenile who was incarcerated as a minor can become an adult who still commits the same crimes or worse and ends up back incarcerated. Although they say prison is supposed to be rehabilitation, it seems like offenders are being institutionalized and always go back to prison because it's their normal. So in closing, juvenile delinquency is a major problem in our nation that needs to be addressed. There needs to be more programs for children to keep out of trouble, more community centers in the neighborhood, more encouraging and motivating our youth. They are the future, but they need to be equipped with the necessary tools to be productive on how they can grow and do things to shape a better future for themselves and also the children that they may have. They can't change anything if they don't know how or why to change it. So I hope this video provided you guys with some information on this issue and enlighten some folks to go out and do something different or try to help the cause. And also tell someone you love them today. Life is too short. Have a blessed day, you guys.